So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to record a little bit of a quick video just because I'm going to see John Wick 4 again later and I want to have a video out before that, but I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind ever since the April Fool's update. The April Fool's update for Phantom Forces was, in my opinion, it wasn't that great. There was some stuff in it that I really liked and some stuff that I really wasn't a fan of, and of course it was all jokes, but it was really popular overall, and I thought some of it was pretty cool. The stuff that I thought was kind of bad or just not that fun, the core maps were just, as usual, not that great. PF maps have really progressed quite a bit. Some core maps are fun, like the D-Day one is really fun, but most of them are not really the best. I prefer the default maps in this game, although, you know, there are some fun ones, but the major problem was just that the maps got really large or really small, and I liked them when they were small, but I did not like them when they were extremely large for no reason. It said it depended on player count, but really I couldn't tell, because I was streaming and I had a full server, and some maps would be like really tiny, and some maps would be massive, and the server size was about the same the entire time, so it didn't really make any sense. It was always about maximum players, and some maps were small and some were big, and it didn't make any sense. When the maps were small, it was really fun, but when they were massive, you know, it was just, I had to walk farther, so it wasn't as fun for me because I just got less kills, you know? I hate having to like walk to people's spawns in this game. The longer that takes, the less fun the game is for me. That's just my opinion. Also, the Tech 9 conversion was funny, I guess. Wasn't that broken, which is surprising, because it couldn't one-shot unless you hit the head in close range, and of course, at long range, it still did 99, but that's always a two-hit. It was broken, though, of course, but that was kind of the point of it. It just wasn't as broken as I expected it to be, you know? The main thing that was really cool, and they should have kept in the game, is, of course, the new game modes, Duel and Stab, which are the melee and secondary only game modes, and those are just, they were awesome, dude, and I think that's why people wanted the April Fool's update to stay so long, because people voted in the Discord to keep the April Fool's update for like 2 extra days, because people were actually liking it that much, which is really cool, and I'm happy that people liked it. Personally, I didn't like it as much, but I loved the duel game mode. Stab apparently had problems because there's just melee problems where some melees are OP. Of course, that's the Zweihander and the Stopper. You guys didn't know those melees can one-shot basically anywhere on the body. Actually, not basically. They can literally just always one-shot. They cannot hit marker. They always do 100 damage. So, of course, those things are super broken, and that can make the game mode a little bit unbalanced if you don't have one of those two. You basically just have a massive disadvantage, which in this game is not really that common, you know, because like M4A1 and C7, they have advantages and disadvantages over each other. Of course, the C7 is extremely broken, a really insane gun, but you can still use the other one. It's not just a direct, you know, upgrade or downgrade. And yeah, this Zweihander is kind of directly just better than every other melee in the game. But other than that, the 2 new game modes were great, and they actually just removed, after 2 days of them being in the game, they're only in VIP servers, which is literally the antithesis of what we wanted in this game, which is most people wanted more game modes, and those game modes were great, especially Duel. I loved Duel. I don't really like melee only that much, so Stab was like kind of iffy for me, but having pistols and secondaries only will really be fun, especially if you're a player who just doesn't really compete that well with their secondary versus primary users, which makes sense, you know? If you're using a pistol only, you're not going to really get that many kills, because people with like SMGs are going to beat you, you know? Because in close range, an SMG is usually better than a pistol. So it was really cool that they were actually going to have a pistol in the game mode where you could basically get, you know, like 40-50 kill games pretty easily with a secondary if you were pretty good, which means that you'd have a lot more kills on your secondaries and have more attachments faster when you got those game modes, which would have been really fun, and it just had a lot more gameplay opportunities with using your secondary like a primary, and it was really cool, and they removed it from the game, which is really unfortunate. So basically, Phantom Forces made a massive mistake because of this, because they should have just kept it in the game. That's all I really had to say with this video. They should have really kept those 2 new game modes in the game, and hopefully they will add a secondary version of the game or different servers that are like only party game modes that you can play if you want to via the server browser. That would be awesome. That's what we're trying to move to, or at least what people are wanting. And yes, of course, they haven't done that, and I really hope they do. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Comment down below if you would like to see more game modes in this game, and let me know which game modes you would like to see in this game. Do you want to see a gun game in the main game? What do you want to see? But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day.